Dream of Italy is made possible by
Tuscan Women Cook. Cooking vacations in Italy, taught by Italian nonnas.
Access culinary trips, exploring culture through cuisine with small group vacations in Italy and beyond.
Live Italy, your guide in Italy.
Italian olive oil and more. Olio2go.com.
Turissimo. Active travel in Italy.
Live Tuscan. Cortona, Tuscany, and you.
La Quarta de Papi, tradition in Cortona.
and also made possible by
I'm Kathy McCabe. In this special, I meet author Frances Mays in her adopted hometown of Cortona. We discover what makes Tuscany unlike any other place on earth. Join me as we dream of Italy, basking in the Tuscan sun.
The house protects the dreamer. The houses that are important to us are the ones that allow us to dream in peace.
And this house might just be the most famous in all of Italy, Bramasole, meaning to yearn for the sun. It is the villa that author Frances Mays and her husband Ed transformed from an abandoned ruin into a thrilling second act in life, inspiring the book, the movie, and the worldwide phenomenon Under the Tuscan Sun, and bringing people from around the world to the town of Cortona to see Bramasole in person. Today, I'm one of them.
Benvenuta.
Ciao, welcome to Bramasole.
Thank you, Frances. Nice to see you. And Ed. Mwah,
Kathy.
mwah.
I've been so looking forward to seeing you again.
Oh, it's the perfect day. The sun is out. There are butterflies everywhere. Do you really live in a dream world?
Very much so. Sometimes I just wonder if this could possibly be a mirage and tomorrow I'm going to wake up.
The color of the grass, the flowers, the house, the air, it's so fresh up here. What is it about Bramasole, this piece of land that really called to you?
So I pulled up in front of this house that was for sale, and I thought, I really would like to have the life that could be lived inside that house. I thought it looked like a box of crayons left out in the sun to melt, kind of smeary apricot rose, and I've always loved looking at the colors of the house. So I got out of the car and I slammed the door and I said, this is my house. And then we went in and I saw what a disaster it was.
But you weren't
I'd
daunted.
already decided it was just one of those spontaneous decisions.
It's so funny, as we're sitting here, you can hear the people on the street that come to the front of Bramasole. What's that like?
My books have been translated in 54 languages.
Oh my God.
So there are people coming from all over creation. And it's really fun how you don't know their language, they don't know yours. You can make contact. I'm coming and going all the time, so I see people a lot and talk to them.
And what is their reaction when they see you?
They're happy to be here, and I'm flattered that a book or a movie has the power to make someone make a journey.
My mom's favorite movie is Under the Tuscan Sun. So we were here, and I was gonna FaceTime her and show her the house.
And what did Frances think of the big screen version that fictionalized her as single, not married to Ed?
I love the movie.
That's good. That's
Of course, books and movies are always different.
Yeah.
I knew that it would be different, but I expected that. But I really thought Diane Lane was just wonderful. And the Italian man she had the affair with, Raoul Bova, is quite divine. Quite divine. And I thought, you know, they had to do some more dramatic things.
Right.
My book is kind of a quiet book, and they had to make drama.
Frances is taking me for a tour.
There's the view, hasn't changed in 1,000 years.
That's amazing. That's something you rarely see.
If you were a medieval person, it would have looked just like that. So it's kind of a combination of a traditional Italian garden and kind of an English touch with the soft flowers. It's really fun.
And of course, all the butterflies and bees, and it's a very vibrant, lively place.
Yes, it is. Always something going on.
And now the part of Bramasole few ever see.
This was the former kitchen of the house, and this
Fireplace.
was just covered in baby blue tile, which we ripped off and found the real fireplace underneath.
And I remember as soon as I walked in, I looked at the floor. Did you work on the floor and Ed worked on the ceiling?
Absolutely, absolutely. I was stripping the floor of 30 years of grime. He had to strip the whole ceiling, so he was working like Michelangelo, you know, on the Sistine Chapel.
That's awesome. So there's so much of yourselves in this house.
There is. It's a quirky house. It's a writer's house, and now it's our house. In this room was the real surprise of the restoration.
Oh my gosh.
It was all white, and we were just washing it down to repaint. And this beautiful blue started to emerge, and we kept scrubbing and sponging it off and splashing water, and this fresco emerged, and we were stunned. We thought, a fresco.
I'm stunned. And when do you think it was painted?
I think it's original to the house. The house is about 275 years old. One of the workers was so unimpressed that he wrote his boss's telephone number on the wall.
You're kidding me.
We were furious, but they just thought we'd paint over it, because anytime you scrub in Cortona, you find a fresco.
And it's really the centerpiece of this house. Well, I recognize this bed.
You certainly do. It's the bed from the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. The one that Diane Lane jumped up and down on and said, I got it, I got it. And we were able to keep it at the end of the film, so we have our little shrine to the movie here. And guests who come here often think they want to have that moment as well.
So they jump on it? So tell me, do you jump on the bed?
Yeah, all the time.
How many bedrooms do you have in Bramasole?
The house has 8 bedrooms. They're all small like this.
Yeah, but cozy.
And we use most of them for other things, but all the old farmhouses had these kinds of beds.
Yeah.
Usually with the Madonna at the head watching over you while you sleep, or some other saint.
Ed and Frances recently expanded their kitchen. It looks a far cry from the original. While Frances loves to cook, where she truly creates is in her study.
Kathy, this is my study. This is where the work of the world takes place.
How many books have been written here?
Oh, 8 at least. And I feel like this particular corner of the house has kind of inspired me always. Sometimes a little butterfly comes in and goes out. Once a bird did. But it feels very open to the outside. I can feel the inspiration of the place, which is omnipresent.
Tuscany, of course, is the setting for Frances's latest novel about a group of American women retiring here.
What inspired Women in Sunlight?
I think it was sitting in the piazza in the mornings, which I do often. And I'm sitting there having my cappuccino, and I see a woman reading or taking notes in her notebook or sketching, and I know why she's there. I know that she is not here just to absorb the sights, but she has a quest. And seeing that same kind of woman over and over, I identify with her because that's why I came here too, on a quest. And I thought I would like to give a voice to these women, and that was really what inspired the book.
What is it about women and Italy, or what women come here to find?
I've thought about that a lot, and I think I've come to the conclusion that it's not so much that Italy changes them once they're here, it's more that they were ready to change and they came here. And Italy is such a lovely catalyst.
Like when the student's ready, the teacher appears.
Yes, yes.
And the teacher in the form of Italy. I'm always
amazed at the connection that women feel for Italy and that they come on their own. They come with their mother, their daughter, their friends. And Italy has inspired Frances to write 2 nonfiction travel books, See You in the Piazza and Always Italy. She and Ed traveled the length of the boot, seeking out hidden treasures and the answer to why so many are drawn to Italy again and again.
They find something here that they need, that they want, that sense of this is the way life could be. And you feel your shoulders go down, you just sort of feel relaxed. And there's this intense sense of community that even a visitor of 1 week can feel and also participate in. Like we have the wine dinners in town. You get to go be with people. You're sitting in the piazza, you start talking to someone. You're included.
Cortona's rich history dates back to the Etruscans. There's even a noteworthy Etruscan museum here. Piazza della Repubblica is the center of life in Cortona, the setting for everything from the occasional medieval parade to the simple ritual of having a coffee. What time do you usually get here?
Pretty early, around 8:30, 9.
People are here and...
Grazie, Frances. Grazie per il regalo.
Oh, grazie mille.
How nice. Thank you for the gift.
That's sweet.
You are a gift to Cortona.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is Frances.
This is Frances' baby.
Thank you.
We need someone to take a picture. Cheese. All right, well, I think you hit the jackpot today. Frances is showing me around her Cortona. We start with the art. Cortona is home to the riveting Annunciation by Fra Angelico. Wow, you can see the gold from here.
Yes, it's illuminated. This, Fra Angelico worked for 13 years in Cortona and left this.
Native son, Luca Signorelli, also left his legacy.
This entire room is all Signorelli's. We're so fortunate. So much of his work
It's
remains.
incredible. Cortona, you think, is small, but the works of art
The art is fabulous, yes.
Modern-day art collectors stop at the Gallery Il Pozzo to meet Ivan,
And you were in the book.
who was Niccolo in Under the Tuscan Sun.
Because Ivan has great taste.
Thank you very much.
gusto.
Grazie, Francesca.
He sells art inspired by Cortona.
It's a very emotional and inspiring artist, right?
Would you agree?
Absolutely, and the light here is exquisite.
Yes.
Look at that, it's Le Celle, the beautiful monastery in Cortona.
We walk down Via Nazionale to Cortona's smallest shop, where Anna sells cashmere. And does it get very cold in Cortona in the winter?
It can be breezy.
Yeah,
yes,
so it's
and
good
a little
to
bit of
have.
snow, this much snow.
Yeah, so it's good
Po
to
di
have.
neve in inverno, però
It's
piccolo.
good for the winter. And pink, nice.
Nice too.
Well, thank you, Anna.
Every color, it's nice.
I'll take them all. All this shopping has us hungry, so we meet Ed for lunch at La Logetta.
There's such a sense of community here. And the reason for that community is this piazza. It's just the living room for everyone who lives around here.
So there really is something to the title of your book, See You in the Piazza. And that's about all of Italy, so it happens in every town.
It's the blessing of Italy.
When I first came here, I looked around, dropped my bags, and said, I'm home. And I had no idea. I was not expecting that to happen. I'm not Italian American or anything.
So many people feel that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
And I think that for most people, they're looking for that in their lives.
We all are.
To be in a small town with this many restaurants,
They're all
it's
good.
amazing.
And they
all
are.
good.
Tell us the truth. You're
They
sure,
are.
Ed.
Well, they are.
They are.
Otherwise, it would not be in business.
After lunch, Frances has one more artisan she wants me to meet.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Ciao, pleasure meeting you.
piacere.
Ciao, bellissimo,
Ciao.
buongiorno.
Ciao.
Welcome in our beautiful showroom.
What does Frances mean to the people of Cortona?
Oh, everybody knows Cortona now because it's Francesca.
Yes.
You're too kind. Sebastiano and Megan started this wonderful enchanting walks under the Tuscan sun. And there are posts all over town with scenes from the movie and quotes from my book. And you can follow this walk and see some of the most historic sites in Cortona. And one of the really fun things is the wine, shine, dine dinner.
We are the shine part because we loan the jewelry to all the ladies.
So it feels like I'm a kid in a candy store.
Please follow me.
Every piece is so beautiful that it's hard to make up my mind.
What do you think, Frances?
Oh, gorgeous.
And actually, in this one, you can see the seal of the Pope.
Behave yourself.
Not only jewelry at Del Brena, but also shoes with
Mamma
jewelry.
mia. That's the Italian dream.
You can see this is one of our pendant in a shoe. So
People
there's
come to Italy for leather and jewelry, and you're marrying them. You know, Sebastian, I have a party to go to tomorrow night.
I've got my Del Brena shine on, and I'm headed to Piazza della Repubblica. Every Thursday, there's a wine tasting open to all.
This is my message. The wine is free, it's for everybody, it's in the square.
All right. So come to Cortona Thursday night. Ask for Marco. I can't help how many people come.
That's okay. The square is large. The square is large.
You see everyone you know and meet plenty of new friends.
Because of Frances and Ed, I fell in love with the book, I fell in love with the movie, watched it a billion times crying on a Sunday afternoon, and said, I want what she's got.
And after the wine, we walk to Baracchi to dine.
Buonasera, buonasera. Welcome everybody to our Thursday dinner. This time I'm with my friend Silvia. She's the chef here at Baracchi.
And Frances is the guest of honor.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you, Kathy, for coming to Cortona. So,
thank you.
The next day, Frances takes me to Silvia Baracchi's resort and restaurant, Il Falconiere, so Silvia can teach me how to cook Cortona style.
Welcome in my kitchen.
Sylvia's one-star Michelin chef and is known to be so creative with local ingredients. I'm sure she has something incredible in store, so I'm going to leave you all.
Oh, ciao. We'll see you later.
I'll be back.
Ciao. See you.
So, Sylvia, what are we going to make?
Today we have a very nice recipe. It's a stuffed pappardelle with wine bar, served with a sauce of red wine and juniper berries.
That sounds completely Tuscan.
We start making fresh pasta. Flour, eggs, salt, and
a little bit of water because we want to make a quite sticky pasta. Of course, my grandmother will use it to make this dough directly on the table.
I make a mess when I make pasta on a table, so the bowl is a great idea.
It's easier.
we then knead the dough until it is smooth.
Now use this part of your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
My
and
grandmother
then you
used to do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
this one you have more power. Mamma mia.
The dough rests for 30 minutes, and then it is time to roll it out.
You must work the pasta on this way. On this way, you can massage.
Okay. So I'll start with just
Start.
moving it like that and then back, right?
Flip it with a little bit of energy. Hey, perfetto.
Woo! Kind of fun.
At the end, your pasta will be this size. Wow. You're one of the best, I think. Yes,
You're just being
believe me.
nice.
Yes,
I think I get it from my grandmother. She was a great Italian cook. But I think I'll let the professional finish.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Pappardelle is a long pasta, so we will stretch and massage the dough until it is transparent and nearly the size of the table. Silvia has the filling simmering on the stove. It includes wild boar, sausage, red wine, and tomatoes. We fill and fold the pasta, eliminating any air pockets. It cooks for just 5 minutes. Then it is time to plate with some surprising accompaniments. And Frances has returned for a taste test.
Look at this. Oh, whoa.
Well, now we get to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
I'm very curious to know.
Well, what's lovely is the juniper ingredient too, because the boar is in the woods and the juniper is in the woods. And
it all goes together.
It all goes together.
Sylvia!
Oh, did you enjoy the pappardelle?
It's amazing.
You always have a secret ingredient.
Like the chocolate.
Yeah. The chocolate, yes, is very typical in a game cuisine.
Really?
So yes, just a touch, not too much, but the aromas because it's a bitter chocolate.
So chocolate and wild boar under the Tuscan sun.
Chin chin.
Cheers to Sylvia. What is it about Tuscany that attracts the world?
I think it's because the Tuscans are so at home in time. It's more like time is a river, time is something that flows and you're in it. And I think that, to me, is the secret of why people just notch it down a bit when they get here and feel like they can be themselves. It's quite something to participate in an olive harvest. It's just a great time of year because you enter into this kind of ancient agricultural cycle that's been going on forever, and it really makes you feel close to the land.
So this has to be the Tuscan dream. I am harvesting olives with Ed at Bramasole.
Here we are, and it's a great gastronomical moment in Italian life when we all get out into the fields and harvest our olives.
So how do you do it?
Take your fingers and they come off like that.
Did you ever think you'd be an olive farmer?
I did not. I had no idea, but both sides of my family were farmers. It's a natural thing for me to be out here on the land picking
Makes
this
you feel
beautiful fruit.
It is a fruit, isn't it?
It is a fruit. It's not a vegetable. It's definitely a fruit. All of our olives are handpicked by poets. Frances
you
and I
and
are
Frances,
poets.
yes.
And this tree will produce 1 liter of oil.
Oh my God.
And we're picking on it for, a while.
Yeah.
And then we're taking it to the mill. But after all that is done, it's 1 liter.
1 liter. Do you talk to the trees?
Well, we named them. I have the name of every tree.
Really?
Yes.
So what's the name of this tree?
This tree is called Firenze, after a city I love and many people love. And we named quite a few of the trees after cities in Tuscany.
Oh, I love Firenze too. How many olive trees do you have here?
We have about 250 trees here. And then for our grandson's birthday, when he was born, we bought another olive grove right around the corner, which has 400 trees. So we have a lot of trees.
What an incredible gift. So you produce your own Bramasole olive oil.
We do.
The missing ingredient of life, truly.
True.
Well, it's always a celebration, too, when you reveal the new oil.
Yes.
And I think we're going to do that tonight.
We are. We are. It'll be fresh off the press.
As if this visit to Bramasole can't get any dreamier, Frances and Ed are throwing a cocktail party to celebrate the new oil. And I know just how to get the party started.
You take the sword and just, yes, with power.
I love it. Did you sign the release?
Please, okay, right. Oh, don't kill the camera.
No, I love him.
Okay, everybody, let's eat.
Mangiamo. I just want to pour some of this beautiful green oil on this bread.
Let's see that bottle. It's so beautiful.
Frances designed the label, of course.
She did.
Watch out.
Okay. Spicy.
Spicy.
Very
Picante,
spicy.
yeah.
I like it. I'll order a case.
Not only has Frances given millions the gift of Tuscany, she has inspired so many of us to live our dreams.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
What do? You're going to live to be 100, so you might as well do something interesting and fun and new. I think it's really important to surprise your own life.
Cheers to life surprises as we
Dream of Italy!
under the Tuscan sun.
Dream of Italy is made possible by
Tuscan Women Cook. Cooking vacations in Italy, taught by Italian nonnas.
Access culinary trips, exploring culture through cuisine with small group vacations in Italy and beyond.
Live Italy, your guide in Italy.
Italian olive oil and more. Oleotogo.com.
Turissimo. Active travel in Italy.
Live Tuscan, Cortona, Tuscany, and you.
La Quarta dei Papi, tradition in Cortona.
and also made possible by
To hear more from Frances Mays on the Dream of Italy podcast, download a free Cortona travel guide, and watch more Tuscan Sun videos, visit dreamofitaly.com/TV. Follow Dream of Italy on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. In loving memory of my mother, Kathleen Nargi McCabe.